Hi, this is Jen. In this video, I'm going to describe how to create a review at the end of a chapter in iBooks Author. These reviews will be present at the end of the text when you publish it to the iBooks store. The answers are interactive for people using an iPad or an iPhone. However, you can also export iBooks Author text into PDF format, in which case the questions will still print, but students would need to consult an answer key to find out whether they're correct or not. These assessments can be very useful for readers to assess their own progress as they go through a work. So in iBooks Author, I've created a blank page at the end of a chapter where I want to put in a review. The first place you need to go is up to the top to the menu screen and select Widgets. Within Widgets, about the second row down, you'll see one called Review. This automatically puts a plain multiple choice question into the center of the page. There are many different question types, and we'll look at a couple of them in a minute, but this is a very good place to start. In iBooks Author, you do the editing of the questions in the widget itself. So here, if I want to change the title from Review 1.1 and then to replace this filler text, I just double click on the box and it will highlight that filler text and I can fill in the name of my review. The next line, if you go down and click, will highlight all of the placeholder text and you can enter in the text of your question. Then below, to change the answers, I would just click on the word answer next to each letter. And then you can fill in the correct answer for each line. You can also change which answer is correct by clicking in the center of the small circles next to the letters. Now, to the right, you'll see the widget box or the widget inspector. This is where you'll add new questions, and it's also where you can edit the accessibility description for the questions. Because they are image boxes, some screen readers won't read inside the text of the question. So here you make sure to fill in what the text of the question is. iBooks Author does that for you automatically, but if you want to add any other visual cues, you can do that there. This becomes important if you use a question that has images, so let's look at how to do that right now. In the widget inspector, you'll see a plus sign at the bottom of the center box. Click on that to bring up a menu of 6 choices of question. The top is plain multiple choice. After that, it's multiple choice with an image next to it, multiple choice with an image over it, 4 images for people to select from, an image where students can drag answers onto an image, so this works really well with maps if you want people to locate different areas, or drag thumbnail to target, which is where you drag small pictures onto a larger image. Again, it's useful for maps, might be useful for, say, a diagram of anatomy, a lot of different ways that you can ask students to review. I'm going to choose drag label to target, and this automatically creates a second question up here. Now, in the little number box to the right side of each question in the widget inspector, I see this number 2. If I click on that, I can change the number of answers. So if there are 4 different labels I want them to drag onto the picture, I change it to 4 by clicking on that little menu and selecting 4. Back in the main question, you can see just like the first one, I can edit any of the placeholder text just by clicking on it, and that's true for the labels as well. And then each label would be named down here, and on the image, I would make sure to move the labels to wherever it is that I want them to be. To add an image to this question, I just find the image within my Finder, and then I drag the image onto the box to add it to the question. And I can move the labels as needed to identify different parts of the picture. Here I'm identifying the cat and the book he's reading. Now, if you want to see how your quiz looks, you can click Preview, and it will produce the iPad or mobile version of the text. So you can see here, I'm going to select answer 3. Green arrow tells me it's right. Next page. I can drag the labels onto these spots. Oh, I only got 1 out of 4 on that one, but it was a good try. And that is how you create a quick review at the end of a chapter in iBooks Author.